Now let's start translation. To do this, we should either open for our document for translation, or we can double click it. We have been moved to the editor view, and as to my first segment or my first sentence, I can see that there is nothing to translate because I translate from Russian into English, or from English into Russian. So in this case, I need to copy the source the way it is here, and I use this copy source to target option, which is also Control Insert, right? So I press Control Insert, and I have this all the source copied to here. You can see that one of the Chinese characters changed for some reason. There is no problem to worry about this, because after we are done, you will see that the target document will have all those Chinese characters intact. So now, since I'm actually done with typing the translation in this very segment, in this very sentence, I need to confirm it. To confirm it, you should either select the option from here, right? Or you can use the keyboard shortcut, which is Alt plus Alt and the plus key from the numeric keyboard. This is what I do. I press Alt and the plus key, like this. As you can see, now this sentence, this segment has another status, which is a pencil and a check mark, meaning that I have translated it and I have confirmed it. By the way, as to the confirmation options, there are also such ways as confirm and move to next segment, or confirm and move to next unconfirmed segment, right? Plus, you can also, if you have a number of segments translated and just a few of them being fuzzy matches, you can use confirm and translate until next fuzzy match. This means you'll be moved by the program till the next fuzzy match, which you need to check. So I go to my next segment, which is also just a number of Chinese characters I don't deal with, and I press Control Insert in this situation to copy them the way they are, and I confirm them pressing Alt and plus, like this. Now, as you can see, this document is a bit kind of a not a really unusual one, because we have Chinese characters and we have some English information as well, English text. So for me to avoid copying those the sources into my target area, I can do the following. Well, first off, you can see that close to the name of our document there's an asterisk. This means that our document was changed and it needs to be saved. To save it, you should press Control S. As you can see, there is no asterisk now, and also in the file and options in this menu, there is the editor section, where you can see that there's an autosave being performed every 10 minutes. If you want it to be more frequent, you can put here like 5 or whatever you want. 10 minutes is okay to me, but still, as I was saying to you before, you need to Control S it all the time just to make sure the text is being saved. Now, since I do not want to insert every single sentence that doesn't need translation, this is what I can do. I go to File, Options, and I select Editor section. In the Editor section, I should go to the Automation subsection, and here we have Copy Source when no match is found. I select it, and I press OK. This means that whatever segment that doesn't need translation appears, I'll simply the copy source command will be performed automatically. Let's have a look. I just put my cursor to the third segment, and this is what I have. The name of the Chinese company has just been copied automatically, and all I can do here is I confirm the translation by pressing Alt and plus. Now we can see that the Trados has found that within this document there's another sentence like this, which differs in format but still 100% match. And this was left without the check mark. This means that me as a user, I have to move to it and check it. And if I find it well, all I do is I confirm. By the way, if you want to use some other keyboard combination for confirmation, you can change it. Like I usually use Control S. I usually use Control Enter. For this, I go to File, options, and I select the section called keyboard shortcuts, and here I go to the confirmation command. There I go, and I select Control Enter. As you can see, this combination was not used by any other command. It's free, so all I do is I press OK, and now I can confirm my segments pressing Control and Enter. Now let's proceed. Since I have this document translated before, for the purpose of speeding up the process of showing you all these things, I want to open another project which contains this translation done for 100%. Okay, so I'll just open another document here, which is just the same one belonging to a different project, and I'll be just copying and pasting some of the translation just to speed things up. This is my next segment, my next sentence. Here it goes. What I do is I either delete the text, which I don't really need, by pressing clear target segment, right? Or I'll do the same, pressing Alt and delete, like this. And I insert my translation, pressing Control V, which is stored in the clipboard, right? I'm ready to confirm it, so I press Control Enter. As you can see, I have a number of sentences translated, right? And if you move your cursor to any of the sentences, you will see that you have information about the user who actually did the translation, the date, and the time. Now, if I want to move to the next segment, which is somewhere down the document, and say I'm somewhere at the top, I need to press Control and down arrow for me to move straight to the next one. See, like this. Okay, so this is telephone number, so I keep it like, I'll translate it like this. I confirm. I do preserve this phone number without changing it. I will leave this word web the way it is, and here, as you can see, I have pretty much nothing to translate, so I leave it. I leave it like this. Here I can change this word fax to Russian word fax. Okay, I confirm it, and I do confirm the name of the website, like this. Now, as I was telling you before, some documents may have tags, so-called tags. These are these small purple elements which are absolutely critical for us to also have in our target document. If we do translation without saving those tags, like here, if I clear this segment and if I type the word telephone without those tags and I try to save it, this is what happens. I'm given a message by Trados saying that tag pair was, let's see, removed. Yeah, if I do not have it replaced, I won't be able to save my target translation. So what I do here is I clear the segment, pressing Alt Delete, and I press Control Insert to insert the tags back. Okay, I did it like this, and I confirm. As you can see, no cross here, so no problem with Trados. It's happy. Okay. So this is the way I would continue with translation. Now you know how to confirm segments, and you know that as you translate, you need to confirm every single sentence you translate. And sentences are called segments, as you can guess, in Trados. Now, let's say that your document might have some digits, some numbers. Usually, the application doesn't have any problem with recognizing them, as you can see here. Okay, they have the status of AT. This means automated translation, and all the user needs to do is simply check them. This is why we don't have the check mark here. So you just check it, and if you're happy with it, you need to confirm the translation by pressing Control Enter, like this. As you can see, I just confirmed the first number, and the status changed to these segments. It changed to 100%, but still, it still requires confirmation, right? If I go and I confirm every single digit like this, it might take me quite a while because in this document I have many digits, and there are documents where you have might have times more digits. There is a technique to confirm them all at a time. I do it like this. Say I put my cursor to the last of the segments that need to be confirmed. Okay, I click and hold the left mouse, the left button of my mouse, and I also click and push and hold my left shift. Okay, having these two keys pressed, I scroll up with the wheel of my mouse to the very segment where I need to stop. And this is where I release the left button like this, and only then I release shift. As you can see now, I have quite a number of segments highlighted, right? Selected. Now, what I do here is I use that feature that I was telling you before about, which means change segment status. Or I go to the number, any number, I select any number of these selected segments, and I right-click, and I do change segment segment status, and I select translated. You see, just in a glance, these some 40 segments just were confirmed, which saved me a lot of time. I press Ctrl S to save my document, and I'm ready to proceed. Proceed next. Now, another situation you might have is when you see that some sentences were segmented, right? Were split by Trados, but they belong to the same paragraph, or you might have another reason to have two sentences being a single segment. In this case, this is what you should do. You should select the sentence you need to, well, as your first segment, and you select, say, some other sentence that you need to combine with the previous one, right? To have one segment. I have two of them selected, so I simply right-click, and you see there's option which is now available called Merge Segments. If I select it, these two sentences will become a single segment. Say you're trying to, let's delete this for a moment, and we can also go to File, Options, Editor, Automation, and uncheck this option in order to not have this problem. So say I need to merge some other two segments as well. Let's select 23 and 24, and I right-click. See, this option is unavailable. This means that most likely these two sentences or segments belong to different paragraphs, and if they belong to different paragraphs, there is no way you can merge them. Plus, I should say that I don't really recommend merging segments. The reason is if you have some other files that are similar to this one, or you have the same file probably a bit updated to be translated again, and if you create another translation project and you run the preparation procedure again, in this case, no substitution, no placement of translations will be done by the application because you have merged the segments manually, right? And since your new document would hardly have those sentences combined, you will have them without any translation here, and you will have to rerun the merging procedure again. In order to avoid it, I prefer not to merge segments. Okay, let's proceed. If for some reason you need to like this, let's say we have this sentence here, and we need to move some portion of it to the next line, right, within one segment. If we need to do this, I would delete this extra space then, and I would press and hold the left shift, and I press enter. See, part of the sentence was moved to another line, all remaining still in one segment. This is what you can do in case you actually need this. To undo any action here, you use the same combination you use in Word, which is Control-Z. So I'd rather press it once and two to have the segment just the way it was before. Now, whatever 100% matches you have substituted or placed by Trados, you always need to recheck them. The reason is, if you use a translation memory which contains a lot of translations done before, and there's a chance that the same segment or the same sentence could be translated within some other document containing other different translation, the variant that might be given to you by Trados might differ from what you actually need to type. This is why if this is actually an issue of whatever automation software we use, we should always recheck whatever 100% match we have. Those might be auto-propagation matches or automated translation matches or context matches, whatever. You always need to recheck them. Like if we go to this document of mine, which is just the same one, which was translated before, we can see that I have CMs, which are 100% matches. They are context matches. I have 100% matches as well here. And if I move to the bottom of the document, you can see that I have those numbers as well, right? Having some different color of the of the match. Still, you always need to check whatever matches you have, whatever matches you are given by the application, because you should know that this is just a machine and it cannot actually think for you. So it is actually your liability to make sure that every sentence has its own particular translation. Okay, just avoid any problems in the future. So this is what you would actually do as you translate a document in Trados. You need to go to every single sentence to move one segment after another, confirming translation until you have all the document absolutely translated. And as you have it translated, like this one, you will see that in the right bottom area of the editor view, you will see that you have no blank sheets left. You have only 100% matches like here. Completed, right? And you're ready to save your target translation. To save your target translation, what you do is you should either go to File, Save Target As, or you press Shift F12, right? This is what I do. I press Shift F12. As you can see here in this Word document, the translation was saved by me before, but there's no problem with resaving it. So I will assign it the same name just to replace it and to show it to you. This is what I do, and I press save. Okay, I wait. After everything is done, I can go to this sample project of mine and show you what the result is. This is the file. I just open it. Yeah. And I have it absolutely done and translated. So all that actually takes is for the editor to play a little bit with the fonts, right? With editing to make it look better. But all the translation is in place, all the digits are in place, and the format itself has been preserved. So all that it takes the editor is to simply play with the style and make it look the way it should look, the way the original looked like. So I guess this is probably all within this video. I'll see you in the next one.